Good morning or good afternoon, depends whether you are watching this. Hello to Swallow Class. I am kind of missing you, but at least I've seen some of your work on email and even a little video for some of you doing PE, so that's been great. Hope you're doing okay, hope it's all right at home. I'm sure your kind of parents and carers are doing a fantastic job of looking after you, but do make sure that you have some kind of fun as well, whether it is playing in the house, whether it's games, whether it's spending time with your family or outside in the garden. I know it's very difficult, it's very hard for everyone, but hopefully you're doing well. Am I on fancy dress today, or am I wearing what I walk the dog in? Difficult to tell. But I'm going to do a little bit of maths with you this morning before you hopefully start your day's learning on what should be, let me have a think, Thursday the 26th. So year 2, you are going to do finding a half, and I have done it very artfully and very in-depth bit of preparation work here. So year 2, you can see that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 counters or 10 shapes there, and you've got to split them in half. So you can see 10, and actually what you can see is that you've got 5 on the top and 5 at the bottom, because 2 5s equal 10, 2 lots of 5 is 10, or 5 plus 5 equals 10. And if I were to do a line, possibly in a different colour, let's have red, there, you have split them in half. So you've got 1, the top section is 1 out of 2, and the bottom section is 1 out of 2. So each piece, or each bit, the bit above the line and the bit below the line is 1/2. So you've split that into half. So it's slightly different if you have a few more. I've now I've mixed it up. This is dramatic change. I've done squares, well, loose approximation of squares. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This you can split in 2 ways. So you know that 2 times 6 is 12, or 6 plus 6 is 12. So if we do a line, let's do green. There, we've got 6 on this side, which is a half. So we've got half that side, and we've got half on that side. So we've got half and we have half. However, there is a different way to do this. If I do the rubber as opposed to clear all, let's get rid of that because it's no longer a half, it's back being a whole again. If we do, let's have red across there, same as before, we have got 2 halves. So 6 on the top, because 6 is half of 12, 2 6s are 12, and then at the bottom, we've got 6 out of 12. So each section here, that's a half, and then also that is a half, and you have successfully split that into halves. So next one, this should be, so year 2, you can also use a bar model, which I talk about a lot. Not everyone seems to use. So we've got 8 there, is the whole, and we split it into 2 halves here. So what you can do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So each half there is 4, and 4, and 4 is half of 8, 2 4s are 8, so you split that 8 into 2 equal sections, which is half. Year 3, you're getting more complex now. You are looking at fractions into decimals. So yesterday we looked at a tenth, which is when a shape is split into 10 equal pieces, is the same as 0.1. So if we had a look, if we have my very clearly drawn rectangle split into 10 equal pieces there, each piece is a tenth, which is written like that, 1 out of 10, or like that, which is 0.1, which is not very clear on there, so I'll make the decimal point a bit bigger. There we go, the biggest decimal point I've ever drawn. So we have 1/10, and then we have 0.1. So 10 lots of a tenth, or 10 times a tenth is 1, and also 10 times 0.1 equals 1. It's the same. So 10 times a tenth is 1, 10 times 0.1 is 1, and that would be a whole. So if you did it on a number line, which is another thing that I love talking about, you've got 0, 0.1, you then have 0.2, so have a different colour, add a little bit of excitement, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, and that would be 0.6, and you carry on in equal tenths until you got to 1. So 0.6, let's carry it on. You then have 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, and then 1, because 10 tenths, and that is probably the most clear mathematical drawing you will ever see. So 10 tenths, oh, it's horrid, 10 tenths equal 1, and that's what you are looking at today. If you had something like 0.1, 0.1 there, 0. Ooh, gone even, that's even wonky for my drawings. So if you had 0.1 and 0.1 there, and then 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, you would have 3 lots of 0.1 plus another 2 lots of 0.1, so you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tenths, which would look like that, 0.5, or would look like that. So 0.5 or 5 tenths. 5 tenths, just as an extension, is also a half. So 5 tenths, if you had that, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tenths, you would have a half of that shape. That's an extension. That's probably more for when you get towards year 4. But thank you for watching. Hopefully that has been of use. Hopefully my fluorescent outfit hasn't been too off-putting. Hope you're all doing okay, as I've said before, and I've said on every email and message, and I look forward to hopefully hearing from you soon, or if not, seeing you at some point. Right, thank you very much. Bye-bye.